Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Alright, set your intentions, my friends. These are collective readings, any energy, any sign. Energy does not have a gender. Flip the roles as you see fit. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And please like on the way in. It gives me an energetic donation to the channel. It helps me tune into your energy. Okay, so hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time you press that play button. What I'm hearing here is a person that has held their tongue for a long time, held their truth, and is a very controlled person. The song that I'm channeling is Fools Rush In, Only Fools Rush In, but I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. What is it? I used to sing this song every night to my kids. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Is it like the river flows surely to the sea? Darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. Yeah. It's like they realize over time and distance that they miss you and that nobody else will ever be you and that all roads lead to you. They can't forget you and they don't want to anymore. They might have at one time. Thought they could, actually. But this is, what is it? The Sade song? This is no ordinary love. So let's get into it, Spirit. Talk about this. What is this? Unordinary love. Alright, so this person could have had lots of options. The lots of options card is here. Want to speak their truth. There's always somebody here, a hidden enemy. Guarded. Toxicities. Spoke the truth. I speak to you through music. Childhood issues coming towards you. Gossip and lies. I never stop loving you. Watching and envy. Financial abundance came twice. Family members. Competition. Fear of change. Okay. So there's family members here, and I feel like these family members said some gossip and lies about you. So you might be aware of these individuals. If it makes sense, you know who this person is. Your person had lots of options. They were afraid of change, and probably not something that they told you that they were afraid of change. They probably didn't feel like they needed to change, and they weren't ready to change. They had childhood issues that they needed to heal from and deal with, be honest about, actually, instead of hiding the past or their fears. They just choked them down or didn't say it to anybody. But I feel like this was a very afraid individual growing up. And I'm not sure about violence, but I feel like this person had deep fears of abandonment. And it could stem from parents that weren't always there for them, didn't have time for them, or was distracted by other things. to give them time. And because of it, this person always felt alone, always had to do things alone. Like those latchkey kids had a key, came home, the parents weren't there. It was kind of like, even in a room full of people, even if the parents were there, they were distracted in their own life, their own toxic connection together, and they didn't really have time for the children. And this child, who was very sensitive, took that to heart as a rejection. So they were always waiting for the shoe to drop and to be rejected in life by people. But the problem with this person was that they self-sabotaged and set it up for the person to abandon them, thereby fostering their feelings that people just leave and that situations inevitably end. And instead of healing the child that felt abandoned inside, they wallow, give into it, and then become resentful of women if it's women they're interested in, or men if it's men they're interested in. But inevitably, things end. That's why they didn't feel like they should change. It's like, this is just the way it is. Competition's here, and they could have put you in competition, wanting you to chase them. They see you as financially abundant. People are watching and envying. I think it's these family members. They never stop loving you. They want to come towards you, or they already have. They speak to you through music, especially music that they're interested in, groups that they might have talked to you about, that remind you of that you remember you having conversations about. So when you hear that group on the radio, you remember them. You spoke the truth about something that they weren't willing to face at that time, because toxic is here, guarded is here. They could be guarded against you, or they were guarded against you, because past, present, or future energy is always at play. But there's this hidden enemy, and I feel like it's more than just the family members. They want to speak their truth now to you. I feel like the time and the distance has given them a different perspective, that they can't help falling in love with you every time they hear your voice, or every time they look at your picture, or see something you posted. They love you all over again. They can't get away from you. I can't quit you. And that's the truth. They can't quit you. And I feel like they don't want to. It's not like an option anymore, because you're not in their energy. So it's not like you're chasing them or anything. If they're running from themselves, because if they turn around, you ain't there. So it's not like you're chasing them so they have to run. This is their own feeling of self-sabotage that they do when they're in connections. They run for the hills. When it gets too close, when a person gets too close. You probably got closer than most people they ever, give a chance to. But it inevitably ends, because you sabotage, or they sabotage, about the rules. Give me a message for this runner, Spirit. Give me something about this runner, some information about this runner. There could be an age difference between the two of you. Could be younger, they could be younger. So they use that as an excuse or an obstacle. Other people pointed it out. The ancestral protection. They're sorry. They were overthinking the situation. Somebody is secretly competing. They're constantly craving you. Telepathically, they're sending messages to you. They feel like you're creative, or they're creative too. Potential. There was potential here. Time out. I tried to make you react, so this is where the competition comes in. This is stagnation. So you're not talking to this person or in their energy or life anymore. But I feel like they ran from you. What is it, that song? I ran so far away. I couldn't get away. They couldn't get away because it was their own person, their own self that they were running from. Baby mama or baby daddy could be the one that is watching you and secretly competing for you. There's an insecurity about this person that they don't show on the outside, but they might have this intense look about them on the outside, but on the inside is where the insecurities lie. They have bad habits, possible addictions. They could be a fire sign or have that in their chart, or you could, Aries, Leo, Sag. Self-worth, low confidence, I'm telling you. They're looking at your photos. They possibly see that you have a new love, or they have competition now for you. They want you to unblock them, but there was mind games, there was spell work, there was an emotional bond, but there's secrets, pride and ego, but you're gifted. And there was no closure, they just ghosted. Sex magic could be also at play here. They might be unknowingly sending you sexual messages when they look at your picture and, do things to themselves. Self-pleasure. Manifesting you. And that could be when they're self-pleasuring. But they listen to the opinions of others, possibly these family members. There's no communication between the two of you. But there's no limits to what they would do at this point to get you back. They want you to contact them. They're your soulmate. They ghosted you. They've done shadow work, research, looking into tarot, looking into spiritism, looking into why they still think about you. They hold you in high honor. But they had to release, or are going to have to release, what no longer serves them. People that are negative, that no longer serve them. There's illusions surrounding you and them, and the tarot card reader, you could be a tarot card reader, or they could be getting tarot card readings on you. Twin flame is here. So this is the other half of your soul, who didn't see the connection as anything more than a sexual one. Maybe you made them feel good as far as their ego. They like people to stroke their ego, make them feel good about themselves. A lot of waves of emotions I see here. And then they just, smile and walk away. But deep down it feeds something within them for people to flatter them. They're into flattery. They like when people, they take care of themselves so that, they look good on the outside, let's face it. But on the inside, it's a very insecure, immature, childlike kind of personality that never quite healed those wounds from the past. Spirit, give me a card, please. Miss Runner. I feel like they've been running so long, they don't even know, they don't know how to come back from that. It's a power position. It's ego, it's pride, they could have a power position at their job. Could be a boss. A lot of intense emotions for you. They see you as a free spirit. See you with financial success. They want to break through with you because they're having all these wild urges. Rising above adversity. They see you winning. They see you overcoming the challenges. They want to do the same for themselves. You're inspiring this person to change, to transform, especially if they're a twin. They're going to transform regardless as you heal, as you rise, as your vibration rises. They're going to have to do the same. But I feel like they fought it for a long time. And you could have these same challenges in your relationships too, where they inevitably end. Let's see. There's something about investing your creation. So you're investing in something, you're a creative energy, and you're doing things in that realm. You have a lot of creative gifts. You're also nurturing. Yeah, you have good fortune. This is why they see that you have a lot of good fortune. I don't know, I feel like they want to come towards you, like surprise you in a big way. They want to gift you something, or they want to show up, or just like surprise you out of the blue, come towards you. I feel like that's something that they just, because they really want to see what your reaction is to them. And I feel like they show up and show out. They just want to show up and like see what your face looks like, or see how you react to the sight of them. They're really not certain as to how you feel about them. So they want to surprise you and thereby gauge your reaction. Like if you're angry or you're sad or whatever the case, they just want to know. They want a sign that it's okay to come towards you. Yeah, this is the insecure part of them. Still all about the opinions of others, you know? Not quite healing from that. So that's what it's saying here. Seek healing. That's what they need to do. Shadow work is here. And also this healing from the past. The past is creating this self-sabotaging energy. There's boundaries here. And I feel like they needed that celebration. They want to celebrate with you. But there's boundaries up. There's past energy that needs to be resolved. Shadow work needs to be done, and healing needs to take place. And until those things coincide or collide, it's like this person's always going to be all over the place, not healing, not doing the work, and not rising above the situation where they can come towards you. Maybe there is boundaries and it's not you necessarily doing it. Could be spirit. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. It's like every time they try to come towards you, spirit blocks it. Maybe they're watching you from a distance. And they just get this feeling, like this doubt. I can't do it. They go back and forth with it. That's spirit. That's spirit saying, nope. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. In the jungle you shall wait until the dice reach 5 or 8. No, they want them to be ready. Because otherwise, all they're going to do is run again. All they're going to do is sabotage. All they're going to do is ruin it and burn a bridge. And it took you a while to heal from the last incident. So they don't want you to have to go through that again. Self-love is what's necessary in this situation for both of you to feel like you're doing the work, but they need to do the work. If the goal is to be with you, if the goal is to converse with you, have some sort of connection with you, that has to happen first. They feel like this is fated, this relationship. They're daydreaming about you and daydreaming about what to say to you, or daydreaming about how you're going to react to them. There's a lot of stress that they feel. There was a third wheel or is a third wheel that needs to be out of the picture, or maybe they feel that there's competition for you now, or you feel like that, or both of you feel like that, because I feel like there's a mirroring here. They're afraid. They're afraid to come towards you. There could be family in here, or they look at you as family, or both. They remember the beginning of the conversations. They remember when they first met you and how you changed their life. They know that. They're never going to be the same. I don't feel at the time they felt like that, but I feel like they feel like that now. They're never going to be the same. And they're never going to get over you. And they feel like, if I don't say something, I'm going to regret it. I'm going to go to the grave regretting. Because this is not something I can just let go of. I'm not going to let this person go. So I have to figure out what this is all about. I feel like they thought it was a sexual lusting energy, and now they realize over time you're not in their energy and they're still feeling the same way. So there's more to the connection, and I feel like this research that they did, it kind of, it's not something that they're used to doing, having to like think about other people or care about other people like that. I don't think that, to be honest, they've let people get that close. But I feel like with you, you got closer than anybody else. Yeah, right here, sabotage. They sabotage this connection. There's addictions here. And I feel like one of them being really codependent. There's energies that could be codependent on them, but they're obsessed. There's an obsession energy when it comes to you. They're learning. They're transforming. I feel like they're in a new phase in their life where they're no longer denying this is otherworldly. They had many options, and they explored those options. But you are the one. You are the soul mate that they have always wanted. They have a soul contract with you that they can't get out of. I feel like they want this relationship to come back from the ashes. They burnt it to the ground, but they want to rebuild it now. Spirit, give me a card of advice, please, for this person who's missing their twin too, even if they want to deny it. The law of forgiveness, yeah, amen. Release all judgments and set yourself free. You could carry resentment for this person leaving you high and dry, abandoning you. But in order for you to not be blocked, in order for you to have the blessings of the universe, you need to forgive this person. Healing and forgiveness is a necessary evil in order for that new beginning to take place. Thank you so much for joining me on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe because I'd love to have you. Till next time, be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.